Welcome to Nittany at Night. Let's get into it. A Planet Fitness was evacuated after a Wi-Fi network named Remote Detonator caused a scare at the facility. Similarly, my apartment complex was evacuated after a Wi-Fi network named Buy Randy's Mixtape popped up. During his first year in Supreme Court, Justice Gorsuch accomplished many things like fixing the shrimp cocktail sauce on the meatball subs served in the Supreme Court cafeteria. His next order of business is to extend recess by 10 minutes. Several police officers were fired after claiming mice ate half a ton of marijuana that had mysteriously disappeared from a warehouse. During their arraignment, they reportedly asked for a bag of chips and Visine before taking the stand. The Boston Red Sox stadium Wi-Fi was hacked recently after it was discovered that the password was baseball. Hackers were disappointed to only find folders titled Dunkin' Donuts coupons and clam chowder recipes. A 14-year-old in New Hampshire built an atomic bomb for her junior science fair. She wanted to, quote, show people that these things aren't so dangerous. That's pretty impressive considering the only thing that I built when I was 14 was a shitty toothpick bridge. Stay tuned for our exclusive interview with Emily Catalano and a special music performance. Live from State College, it's Nittany at Night. Good evening and welcome to Nittany at Night. I'm your host, Annie Nye, and we have a fantastic show for you this evening. We will be sitting down with local film director Emily Catalano to talk about her latest project, and later we will have a special music cover performance from Sadie Leupold. Let's greet our first guest. Hey Emily, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm so good. So happy to be here.
Awesome.
So let's talk about your film. How did you get interested in film?
Well, I took a course in high school called video production, and I got my hands on a camera, and I just never wanted to stop, and it was really, really fun.
That's awesome. Do you have any influences?
As a kid, I loved watching animated shows like Looney Tunes and Codename Kids Next Door, and that kind of like traveled with me until now, and so some of my influences are like Hayao Miyazaki and the Studio Ghibli films.
Okay. So do you make animated films or?
I've been trying.
Yeah.
It's very hard and a very tedious process, so
I couldn't imagine.
mess up a lot, but you know, you just got to keep trying.
So what made you decide to pursue film as your passion?
It's just really fun. I just really enjoy the whole process of it. People ask me like, what's my favorite part of it, and I like to say all of it because it's all really fun, really interesting to me. So I just want to learn more.
That's awesome. Is there one part that's the hardest? Something that really grinds your gears?
Grinds my gears. Part that really grinds my gears is trying to get everybody to set on time and get everything done. That is the hardest part, is trying to get the cast, the crew, at one location all at the same time.
Yeah.
Once everybody gets there, it's fine. Like, you get moving, but getting everybody there is the hardest part.
Yeah,
Just
I bet.
Transportation, scheduling.
Got to get everyone on the same time track, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you enjoy most about it?
Out of everything, I really enjoy camera work. I recently, for a course here at Penn State, had to be the director of photography, and it was just really fun being in control of all the camera movements and where the camera was placed and everything. So,
Yeah, you are a film major, right?
Yes, I am.
So how do you balance making your own films versus making films for class?
Films for class, sometimes we have in-class time to do it, sometimes we don't, and it's the times that we don't is when I don't really have time for my own stuff that I want to do on the side. But if I have time during my day in between school and work and my other stuff that I have to do, I try to at least work towards some goal, some sort of a film I can put together. So
when you do have the free time, do you watch a lot of films? Do you have like a favorite film that you like to watch?
Favorite film? I don't know, one that I just go back to is like Fight Club or something. It's just really entertaining to watch. Just really funny story. Not really funny, but really good story. But yeah, it's just really fun. It's a long one, but I enjoy it.
Do you have a favorite director?
That one's really hard. David Fincher, he did direct Fight Club. Guillermo del Toro, he did The Shape of Water. That was really good. So yeah.
Is that a new film?
Yeah, it won Best Picture.
This year?
Yeah, this year. So it was really good.
I should look at that.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you have a favorite actor?
Favorite actor? That's also really hard because most of them are really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been watching Stranger Things lately and Winona Ryder.
Great
just
show.
really good.
Great show.
All the kids on that show, really good.
Yeah, they're super talented.
Yeah.
If you were to create a show about your life, who do you think would play you?
That's a really hard question. Honestly, Winona Ryder. I think that'd be really funny.
She's good.
Really.
Yeah, I could see it.
Really
I could see the similarities there.
Similarities, maybe. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite genre that you would want to most make a film in?
Probably a thriller of some sorts. I enjoy those. Not necessarily like major horror film, but I like the suspense factor of thrillers. They're really fun.
Yeah, definitely. Super enjoyable. Can you tell us about your project?
My current project is half stop motion, half live action clips. I did stop motion of the board game Life, and at different points when they get on the board, I will have a clip that cuts into like what that person's actually doing in their life, and it's just kind of like going through a person's life through the medium of stop motion animation.
That's super interesting. How did you come up with that idea?
I don't know, I was just sitting around and...
The creative juices were flowing.
Yeah, we did, for my one course I'm taking now, we did a stop motion animation, and it was just of whatever we wanted. We didn't have to have a story to it or anything, and so I did a stop motion animation of the board game Checkers, and just had them play each other and everything, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And I was like, what else can I do with a board game? And so it popped into my head, and I asked my professor, and he said that'd be a great job, or great idea.
Yeah,
so.
That's really cool, super creative. What would be your dream film, and who would act in it?
Dream film, I think it'd be really fun to have, like, work on a set that does, like, a high fantasy, like, over-the-top, huge-scale fantasy film like Lord of the Rings or, like, Harry Potter or something.
Yeah.
I think it'd be just really, really fun to try to...
Do you have a cast in mind for that?
Probably, no, not at the moment, but I think it'd be just a really fun process to go through because most of it would be done on like green screen and stuff and trying to picture things that aren't there and have people move around.
A little CGI?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super fun. Do you have any advice for aspiring filmmakers?
Just keep trying new things and just whenever you have time, just keep doing what you're doing. You just got to keep trying, got to keep like moving towards some sort of goal.
Yeah.
Just if you'll mess up, but you just got to push through it.
It's definitely a competitive area.
Yes.
You got to have the right skills for that. Sounds like you do though. You're super creative.
Thanks.
How can someone see your finished project?
Probably on YouTube. I will be submitting it to some festivals. Just that's for my course in general, so I do have to submit it to some festivals, but yeah.
Is it a long film?
No, it'll probably be about like 2 to 3 minutes long.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. Have you finished it yet?
I have not. I have not finished it yet. I am currently in the process of editing it, and it's a very long process. I thought it was going to be very simple, and it is not.
Yeah.
It is
how
not.
do you do that stop action? Like, do you take pictures and put them into?
You have to take pictures, and what really happens is you just set up. What I did is I set up the board game at the car, and I would just nudge it a bit, and then you would take a picture, nudge it a bit, and you take a picture, nudge it, take a picture. And you got to go around the entire board. It took me around 4 hours to get all of them.
Just to get that car to go around the board.
Yeah, compared to the Checkers stop motion animation that I did at the beginning of the semester, it took me 9 to get all the pictures for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's hard work.
It's
That's
a long
dedication.
process. It's a long process. I made sure that the board game was on a table this time instead of just sitting on the floor, so my knees didn't like crack every single time I got up.
And you got to keep the lighting. Lighting has to stay the same.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks when you want to try to do it between like a couple different days. So you have to wait for the right time so that way no sunlight is coming in.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that everything stays the same. So.
Do you have like a little room where you get it and no one can go in there?
Yeah, I shut the door, lock it.
Yeah. No one can touch anything.
No. If anything.
Did you mess up at all?
Yes, I did. And trying to replicate how the camera was set up was really hard because I would take like 5 different pictures and like move the camera slightly every single time and be like, this matches, you know.
Yeah.
After a while, you just have to keep moving because you only have a limited number of time to.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you.
Good luck with your upcoming film.
Thank you.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but stick around for a live performance from Sadie Leupold. We will be right back.
Do you sometimes feel like an overweight toddler is standing on your chest, exhausted after exercising, or maybe you're looking to dump off some of that disposable income? Well, this product may change your life for the better. This guy looks like he used a breather. Lucky for him, we've got just what he needs. Cultivated from the very top of Mount Nittany, you too can experience a breath of clean, fresh air. A breather. But wait, there's more. Call now and receive a bonus root beer flavored breather.
Hey Shane, let's go. You're going to be late.
Man, this sucks.
Welcome back. Here is Sadie Leupold with her performance of Nobody Knows Me at All by the Weepies.
When I was a child, everybody smiled. Nobody knows me at all. Very late at night and in the morning light, nobody knows me at all. Yeah, I got lots of friends, yes, but then again, nobody knows me at all. Kids and a wife, it's a beautiful life. Nobody knows me at all. At all. When the lights are low. Oh, oh, with someone I don't know. Oh, I don't give a damn. I'm happy as a clam. Nobody knows me at all. Oh, what can you do? There's nobody like you. Nobody knows me at all. I know how you feel, no secrets to reveal. Nobody knows me at all. Very late at night and in the morning light, nobody knows me at all. Nobody knows me, nobody knows me, nobody knows